Alrighty, just setting up a couple of things there. Alright, we are on leg 2 of... Why did my controller just start vibrating? Shouldn't be vibrating unless I'm moving. Alright, I can't get any flaps. Okay, so I gotta go into ready to fly, I guess. Because I am moving. Alright. So we're on leg 2 of the Nevada bush trip. So we're going from KIYK to 099. So a pretty straight flight. Nothing really to be all that concerned about. So they're going to be heading 334 degrees, depart from this airport and begin the second leg of your bush trip adventure heading northwest toward US Route 395. The long asphalt ribbon bends ever so slightly north, leading you into a pass flanked by sloping hillsides and eventually toward the aptly named Little Lake. I guess they're talking about 395. As you continue, come on, let's just scroll. As you continue along Route 395, you'll soar over the volcanic fields and chasms of sculpted black lava toward the Iwi reservoirs, bifurcated bodies of water on the east side of the road. And then at the far end of the upper reservoir, follow the Los Angeles Aqueduct as it carries water north through the parched landscapes. Where the waterway runs parallel to Highway 395, in the pathway between them, you'll find an unassuming dirt runway. This is your next landing spot. So this is the runway here. So let's go ahead and minimize these. Let's zoom out a little bit. Give it a little bit of flaps. And let's hit the throttle. I forget what they say we were doing. 334 degrees. Let's lose the flaps. Nose trim should already be positive. Looks like it wants to go down, so let's give it some more positive nose trim. I say positive, I don't know if that's the correct term. Seems good to me. Oh no, fuel. Okay, fuel looks good. Right, so there's the highway. I guess. I don't see any vehicles on it, but that looks like a highway. Alright, so we do have positive vertical speed. So that's good. Our heading looks good. 333 degrees. You can see it up here at the top left. Now, I guess we could get rid of these, huh? I should be able to just hit the V key to bring up the VFR map. Hit it again, make it go away, and N for the nav log. Okay. so that's good. So we are using the nav log to give us an indication as to what we're supposed to be looking for on this trip. So the second leg heading northwest toward US Route 395. And I guess somebody trying to be poetic, I guess the long asphalt ribbon bends. The asphalt ribbon, that's going to be the highway, right? So basically, US Route 395 bends ever so slightly north, leading you into a pass flanked by sloping hillsides and eventually toward the aptly named Little Lake. Alright, so we bring this up. Now here's, I don't know, it's kind of a lake. That's a lake. Alright, V and N. Let's turn a little bit more to the right. Keep that 334 heading if we can. Well, that's weird. Two buildings right in the center of that irrigation circle. I don't think that's right. Alright, what's my altitude? About 3,800 feet. I don't recall. What altitude I need to be at. Because the nav log doesn't give you any type of altitude information. Alright, so we lost the highway. So it goes this way. So this now must be over on the left, 395. I don't know what this was that we were following. We'll just remain on this course here. So up there at the bend we will definitely intersect what I believe is 395. US Route 395. Yeah, as you continue along Route 395, you'll soar over volcanic fields and chasms of sculpted black lava. Well, I have flown this before. If you saw my video, or my previous video, where I failed. I'm not exactly sure where these black lava things are. Okay, we have some water on that side on the left. Looking very much like these steep and sharp angles, looking very much like this here. So we are right about here. So let's go ahead and move this up. And we do see some traffic down there now. Say we definitely look like we're plenty high enough. Try and get rid of the vertical climb and just level off here. See, that just looks like it's very dark green. Doesn't look like it's any type of volcanic lava field. Definitely weird though. That cliff, that plateau. A definite border, something. Some type of geological event took place there. So I did fly this once already, this leg 2. I landed at the field just fine. And I went to stop and I hit the brakes and the plane tipped over because I hit the brakes. Of course, when you tip over, do a nose plant, you have technically crashed. At which point you fail the mission, fail the leg. And you have to do it over again. So I am currently doing it over. I've taken this plane, which is a Savage Cub, just into the world map. And just on a runway, and I would just get some speed up and tail off the ground, and then hit the brakes, and it's very difficult to face plant it. In the bush trips here, which we're flying right now, it is very, very easy to face plant this thing. I don't understand. It should be the same flight model, whether I'm in a bush trip or if I'm in the world map. So this is what makes me nervous. I face planted this thing like 3 times, and I'm only on leg 2. Alright, so we're up to some more water. Now let's open up the VFR map. This is kind of a crescent shape here. So is this. I'm going to say we are right here. Wow. So on the VFR map, this is our actual computer generated course, VFR map generated course, this white line here. Still following the highway. I guess the sad thing is right now my whole flight up here is I'm just thinking about once I land, how am I going to stop without tipping this thing over? Okay, so we took the trim down a little bit. Start losing a little bit of altitude. Well, it looks like it's turned into a divided highway now. So we've got more water. I think we're getting pretty close. So that's got to be this stuff up here. Here's the highway that we're over. Just kind of looks like there's a hook. A bit of a hook here. which I'm going to say is this here. And we got these other small, so then we're just going right up to here. Once you get past the big body of water here, let's see, we're going to zoom in here. So we're going to be on the right side. We're out of here, out of the big body of water here. Looks like the highway's going to end. We're going to follow a river. The airport is going to be on the east side or the right side of the river. Okay, let's get rid of that. We should definitely be able to tell when we're getting to the, or when we've arrived at the large body of water up there. So for now, we just continue to follow the highway. I always like when I see these bodies of water here, like this one here. Can I find that? See, I don't see it. They've got to be in here somewhere. And it's just a combination of using the VFR map, following the somewhat vague instructions that they give you in the nav log, and keeping your eyes open. You will eventually find your destination. So, reading some information on the internet about these nav logs, I will have to refuel at some point. And I think, what I recall, on the airport at the leg 4, I will be able to refuel. So we will see about that. All right, let's take another look at the so it looks like the landing strip is going to be actually to the west of the highway. Some of these are like old abandoned trails down here. Maybe they're still active. Well, the game is putting traffic in them. Okay, so we're coming up on the large body of water here. So we are right about here. And we're going here. So I'm not exactly sure. Do I want to... See, the elevation, the ground elevation certainly has increased. So I'm glad I did get up to about 4,600 feet here. I don't think there's any reason for me to go any lower yet. Find the I'm going to go a little bit further left here. Like I say, the highway's going to end. Why they came out this far with the highway and then just ended it, I don't know. Is that just in the game? You wouldn't think so. They're from satellite images. So, from being here once before, I'm pretty sure I remember the highway runs, or the landing strip runs northeast, southwest, southwest to northeast. So, try and get ourselves into a position where we can actually line ourselves up on it. We're not going to try and do any type of approach pattern. A little hard to tell where we are right now. I mean, obviously we're along here somewhere. We're still in the big body of water. We come up into the slightly smaller body. I'm going to say we're in between the two. Okay, so that's the end of the big lake. There's the stream. I have to be very, very close. It almost looks like somebody. Oh, is that it right there? I see it. That's not the runway. There's somebody sitting here in a Savage, which is what I'm flying. Here's the runway. Okay. I'm just going to let it coast as long as I can let it coast. Sounds like Mr. Caesar Papote. Yeah, he just took off. Okay. See, I'm down to 4 knots. I'm afraid to hit the brakes. Get rid of the flaps. I'm just going to tap the brakes. Ta-da! So, again, like I say, in world map when I fly that plane, it's very difficult to tip it. In the bush trips, I tip that thing on its nose just about every single time. All right, well, we completed leg 2. Yay! So stay tuned, or keep an eye out on the channel, and leg 3 should be coming up not too long. See you then.